Okay, so here I've got two of the best Android phones out right now, the OnePlus 6T and the Google Pixel 3 XL. Which one is the better buy? Is one truly better than the other? Well, let's take a look. I think by now we know what we get with both devices, right? Amazing cameras and awesome software features from the Pixel, speed, and more speed from the 6T, with a couple extra tricks up its own sleeve. Like I said in a previous video, it's phones like the 6T that prove you don't need to spend $1,000 to get an awesome phone. Starting at $550, sure, it's gotten more expensive, but so have everyone else's phones. And the 6T has shown it's quite capable of taking over for a top-tier flagship in most aspects. Which leads to the question, is the 3XL really worth the extra money? As far as hardware goes, they're actually not too far apart. They're both built with nice premium materials. Both phones provide a solid, comfortable feel in the hand, and overall they're just very nicely put together. You may, however, want to further protect your investment and pick up a case from this video's sponsor, Spigen. Spigen cases are a must-have accessory if you're looking to keep your phone safe from scratches, bumps, and drops. I went ahead and picked up their Liquid Air case for my 6T and their Liquid Crystal for my 3XL. The Liquid Air on my 6T is sleek, it's got a nice texture which provides good grip so I don't go dropping my phone. It'll also protect my phone from wear and tear. And the same goes for the Liquid Crystal on my Pixel. Only this one is clear, which lets me see the back of my phone. Make sure you check them out using the link in the description. Continuing on with the similarities, both of these phones are running Android Pie, which is awesome. The Pixel, of course, known for getting updates faster, but the great thing about the 6T is that it actually won't be too far behind. Both phones lack a headphone jack, they both have notches, one's huge, the other not so much, they're rocking the same chipset, and really, that's about it. The Pixel has the higher resolution display. It has an IP68 water and dust resistance rating, stereo front-firing speakers, and wireless charging. Now on the other hand, the 6T has the bigger battery, an alert slider, up to twice the RAM, it has double the storage in its base model, dash charge, face unlock, and an in-display fingerprint reader. Diving a little deeper into some of these differences, the Pixel definitely has the nicer, cleaner display. It may not get as bright as I'd like it to, but there's no doubt it's one of the best displays on a smartphone right now. The 6T's is stuck at 1080p, but as we know, that is not a bad thing at all. It's a very nice screen. It gets nice and bright, colors are punchy and vibrant, and overall they did a good job with it as always. Speakers are miles better on the Pixel, and its stereo setup is perfect for watching videos and listening to music. The 6T is, for some reason, still stuck with a single bottom-firing speaker that just doesn't sound that great. It gets the job done, but it's easily coverable, and I know OnePlus could have done a better job. While the Pixel has an official IP rating, OnePlus does claim that the 6T can withstand some water as long as you're not going swimming with it or anything, which is still good enough for accidents or using it in a little rain. The alert slider is a killer feature, and I wish more phones had it. It is super useful, and so is having extra battery life. With the 6T's upgraded 3700 mAh battery, I've been getting some of the best battery life out of any phone that I've used this year. The Pixel is no slouch in this category, but its battery performance sits around average, at least in my use. Up to twice the RAM is also nice for performance, and although the Pixel's most recent patch addressed some rough memory management issues, the 6 to 8 GB of RAM in the 6T still remains superior. And then as for unlocking your device along with stupidly blazing fast face unlock, the 6T has an in-display fingerprint scanner while the Pixel hangs on to the rear physical scanner below the camera module. Now both of these work very well, but it's the cool, unique conversation starter aspect of the 6T scanner that will intrigue people. And with time and a number of software updates, it's only gotten better. I will say though, it's still not as fast, accurate, or consistent as the Pixel's. The Pixel also has vastly superior haptics. Sadly enough, the 6T has the same vibration motor as the 6, it's just not very good. The Pixel's motor is absolutely fantastic, it's the best on any Android phone, and it really helps solidify the user experience. Now getting into software, the Pixel boasts things like its Now Playing feature for music, there's call screening, which I hope more phones end up getting, there's always on display, digital well-being, you've got the Google Assistant in every corner, there's additional functionality when you use it with the Pixel charging stand, and just the little things sprinkled throughout the OS. This of course spills over into the camera with machine learning and all the different shooting modes, which have proven to work quite nicely. The Google experience is just so clean and enjoyable. But the 6T comes in swinging with Oxygen OS and all that it has to offer. Things like UI tweaks and customization, you can change the overall system theme and choose the different colors. You've got options to select different methods of navigation, which I really wish I had on the Pixel. You can lock and clone applications. There's screen off gestures. You can take extended screenshots. There's the quick launch feature that lets you activate a shortcut by long pressing the fingerprint ID area and more. It really boils down to which set of features fit you the best. I love the baked-in customization of Oxygen OS, and honestly, this is my favorite skin on top of Android if you want to call it that, and I think Google could learn a thing or two from OnePlus. Now before I close out the video, I could easily skip over the cameras and just say, you know what, the Pixel has the better cameras, keep it moving. It's not always that simple. Yes, the cameras are better, but if you take a look at some of these pictures, can you tell which phone took what picture? Comment your answers down below. I'm interested to see what you guys think. It probably won't be too difficult to tell the difference, but at first glance you have to admit the 6T's cameras aren't anything to sneeze at. The Pixel definitely has the better portrait and night modes. It also has a collection of neat shooting modes and fun things to mess around with, like Playground, for example, which uses augmented reality. Then you can't forget the wide angle front facing camera, which I know a lot of people would enjoy. And on the 6T side, you've got a Pro mode, which I think is an underrated feature. It really lets you take full control of your shot. And the 6T is capable of shooting video in 4K at 60 frames per second. Bottom line, the Pixel has the better cameras, yes, but the 6Ts hold their own, especially when you use the Pixel's own camera port. Then you'll be talking. All in all, I don't think you can go wrong either way. That's the easy answer. You can argue either phone is better, but personally, I say the Pixel 3 XL comes out on top with what it has to offer. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best phone for everyone. I feel that the 6T easily justifies its price. It's a great value. Not to mention that new McLaren edition that's even faster than the regular one, and even that's less expensive than the Pixel. Now, if I had to choose one device to use for an extended period of time, ultimately I think I'd go for the Pixel, but you could toss a 6T in my hand and I'd be happy with that as well. I say if you're a heavy picture taker, you like great sounding speakers, and you want that pure Google experience, go for the Pixel. If you want raw power, speed, and endurance, and you want to save a little extra cash, then go for the 6T. Both of these phones are winners in my eyes. Go ahead and let me know down below in the comments which phone you would pick, and no need to bash one another for choosing differently. Consider it a good problem to have that both of these are just excellent options. So that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the Android Police channel if you are new. I will talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for watching.